if you guys are ready, you can go ahead and just jump into prologue, and we'll save the countdown for City. Begin when ready. Actually, let me try something here. Zeno, bringing it in. Thank you, Zeno. Let me see if I can.
Can I pop this out so that I can actively look at chat while the voice is going on? Cool. And yeah, huge mistakes from both runners. Yeah, no, this is a stand prologue.
Good luck to both runners from Terrarium. Welcome in.
Actually, a pretty big mistake from. Well, I mean, it cost a few seconds, but Spirity, do you ever just retry?
Ever just. Welcome in, Sky.
You didn't see that costed like 5 seconds.
Okay, cool. So whenever you guys are... oh, Spirity, did we lose you there?
Spirity fine? I think so.
Oh.
Is there something wrong?
Let's see. Yeah. Oh. Oh, there we go. Okay, we're good. Something on my end. You can start whenever you're ready. We'll try and get the countdown synchronized on the next stage here.
Yep, but right now we've got both our runners heading into prologue. Or not prologue, this is chapter 1.
This is chapter 1.
Now you finally have a dash. Pretty much the biggest part of this game.
Yeah, the first upgrade you get is a dash, and the second upgrade you get is a dash. So it's pretty much the only kind of thing you can even think of as like an ability here.
Yeah, I mean, there's jump, but you get that from the beginning.
Jump, yeah.
Regardless, pretty solid city play from both of these folks.
Spirity getting a little bit hung up on this one screen.
It's really just amazing to watch, though, just how fluid everything is, how well all the movements sync up together.
It really is, and again, at this level, these are the fastest Celeste speedrunners on the planet, guys. Not exaggerating. These are top tier, and you can tell by just the movement. There's no wasted movement, and you're not seeing really any just plain stepping. You know, it's all either an optimized jump or a stringing together of a couple of different movements to just go as fast as possible.
As I always say, if you're not going at hyper speed, why?
Why are you even trying? Exactly. Okay, let's take a look again at those journals, please, guys. Looks like Spirity. Whoop. Okay. Whoop. Okay, there we go. So MetallicSaladFork at 1:45. And Spirity, go ahead and open up your journal. What's up, Quad Banger?
I'm like, hey, what's up, hello?
I didn't appear. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. I gotta fix that bot. There we go. And 1:56. So about 10 seconds so far. But again, in these first couple stages, it doesn't really mean a whole lot. Whenever you guys are ready, let's get to those postcard screens. We'll do the countdown into Old Site. Okay, looks like both runners are ready. Let's begin Old Site in 3, 2, 1, go.
So Old Site here. Very fun stage to play casually. A lot of these dream blocks, you're going to see them zip through. Really just the movement everywhere throughout the stage is great. I'm going to say that on every single stage, but...
Yeah, I agree. Let's just take a look at what's happening here. Just watch this beautiful stage.
The cutscenes skip right there. Cutscenes in this game do not change your Y coordinate, but they do change your X coordinate. So they will move you sideways, and if they moved you sideways into a dream block, that counts as being on the ground, so you can dash out of it. So they use that as a way to skip.
Is that the only? Is that the only place that you can use a cutscene skip? I think there's one more that I can think of.
In chapter there's a few places where they like save a minor amount of time.
Mirror Temple, right? The Theo Temple A.
I'm not sure.
That's the only other one that I can think of, yeah.
I'm thinking one in chapter 3 and one in chapter 4 that are very small. Ooh, that was
Ooh,
heck of a corner boost from Spirity.
Interesting death
That looked
Spirity
really
there.
cool.
It really did.
And
It looked very fast. Wow.
If you just like get a dash down out of that, that looks hella fast.
It really does.
But that one room
bit
gave
too
us some
fast.
trouble. And now SaladFork taking the lead. Having a very clean last room, no death. That's very punishing if you die in the last room there.
Yeah, down into this awake section.
Yeah, so once they wake up and all the dream blocks are gone, it is a very surprisingly intense section. It doesn't look it, but
Yeah.
the movement is very, very difficult to be fast. And hopefully you're going to see these runners fly through it and make it look like it's easier than the rest of the chapter. But
Really well done by Fork there. Some really nice movement. Let's watch Spirity finish up.
Spirity's movement, I gotta say, has been looking very impressive.
Extremely clean. You can see like those like kind of like sweat lines or whatever they are, but you can see that a lot from these corner boosts, which is an advanced movement strat. Let's take a look at the journals here. Little Cakeoff, what do you see?
I'm seeing over on Fork's screen we have a 348 compared to Spirity with a 409, bringing us a difference of 21 seconds.
Okay, really nicely
So,
done.
A growing lead for Fork, but that can easily change with a rough Chapter 3. Chapter 3 is as long as 1 and 2 combined, for sure.
Oh yeah, this is where the race really begins here. Chapter 3, when you guys are ready, get to the postcard screens and I will count you down. Okay, here we go. Celestial Resort beginning in 3, 2, 1, go.
Alrighty. So, Chapter 3, as always, you're going to see these dust bunnies, or I believe meatballs as they tend to be called around here. And they move in these patterns that make rooms very cycle-based. So they'll move back and forth or around in circles and whatnot. And
Wow.
Yeah.
Big speed on Showcase here.
Crazy movement. The like cycle-based nature of these rooms means that runners need to be very consistent. Deaths can be costly because you basically need to be able to figure out a backup strat, since if you die, you're going to be on a different cycle than when you first enter the room.
Exactly right, and they call that the death cycle. If you are just coming into a room clean, you got one strategy you're going to use, but if you die and you restart the room, you're on a different pattern, so you have to have a backup plan. But simple to avoid if you just don't die, right?
Yeah, very simple. That's never gone wrong for anyone ever.
All right, and it looks like Spirity at 1 minute and 12 seconds into the huge mess room, and Fork at 1 minute 20.
Yep, very clean here for Spirity so far. This movement through big mess is very good so far.
It looks like the sync as well is pretty true, so that's always cool to see.
Yeah. And right here on Spirity's screen, you just saw a spike jump, where basically, while you're moving away from a wall, a spike on the wall can't kill you. So if you're close enough to wall jump off the wall, the game lets you.
Just a small optimization that you'll see the players exploiting a few different spots here. Thank you, Gorthal.
It's useful in a couple places. They're small skips. They skip like part of a room, save 5 seconds here or there.
Yep, the other one that comes to mind is, well, there's two that I can think of. Well, really just the one in Golden Ridge is the one that I immediately thought of, where you can avoid the auto scroll block. Yeah. Big strats. Big
telling
strats
you, man.
only. This is crazy to watch.
Seriously, like, Spirity's stream is just, the movement is overall on such a high level. A few mistakes earlier on in the run. Seems like a little bit of a high risk, high reward type of player,
Oh yeah.
which I definitely appreciate that.
And it's crazy how, look how synced up they are now. Wow.
Right, yeah.
And just this tiny error from Spirity on that screen, and that's all it takes. And MetallicSaladFork pulling ahead at this level, guys. Just
It's
the
just that even.
yeah, the exacting nature of the movements here. Anything is going to be punishing. Any mistake. Not only do you have to do all these intricate movements,
demo
but you have
dash
to do them
coming
all
up
in a
here.
row. Here we go, demo dash time.
So, there's basically a way to dash with a crouched hitbox, and the gap between these spikes is exactly as big as Madeline's hitbox. Ooh. Spirity having some trouble with that, and looks like he's going to go grab the key. Interesting demo dash on SaladFork screen I haven't seen before.
Yeah, I saw that too. Yeah, he did a demo dash in the I forget I don't know what to call that screen, but the screen after the original demo dash. There we go. Spirity showing us the intended method there, going down, grabbing that key, and coming back up. As he makes his way now towards the roof and the dreaded Oshiro battle, as SaladFork is in the heat of the battle already.
It'll be interesting to see how these two runners' strats differ. See if, say, Fork takes it safe and Spirity goes for faster movement that might result in a death.
How do you quickscope in this game?
I'm gonna say personally, I'm always a fan of fast movement, even if you have to die once or twice to make it happen.
Yeah, I agree. I agree for the most part, because if you intend to keep getting faster, which I think most speedrunners do, you're gonna have to learn that stuff anyway. So you might as well start practicing.
Exactly, man.
There we go. Both runners.
And
Wow,
you can
what a resort for
Just
both
about the
runners.
same time. Yeah, within a second of each other.
Wow. Wow, Gorthal, thank you so much. Jazzy, welcome in.
I'm like, hey, what's up, hello?
Extreme speed. What do the journals tell us here?
So again, we're gonna have about the same gap here, comparing the 846 on Fork screen to a 907 on Spirity.
There we go. Very nicely done. Golden Ridge time. When you guys are ready, go pull up those postcard screens. What's up, True? How's it going?
I'm like, hey, what's up, hello?
Okay, looks like both runners are ready. Let's count it down and get into Golden Ridge here in 3, 2, 1, go.
Also, there's a highlighted message from Metagloria. If Salad wins this race, I will eat one. So he's gonna have to find a
Wow.
metallic salad fork somewhere.
Big,
Not sure.
Big stakes. Big stakes. Metagloria.
Nah, he says he's gonna eat a salad instead.
He's gonna eat
Right
one.
there is a small, ooh, do you ever just retry? But you'll see, if you do get the retry, you get really fast movement out of that screen. It lines you up so that you can line up for some nice hypers into ultras on the next screen.
It's tough at this speed to even tell you what's going on just because of the pace. But we just saw Fork do a trick and Spirity do a trick right
Archie.
here. It's called the Archie, and it's gone already, so I can't even talk about it. But
Yeah, this chapter is super fast paced, and it's crazy. Just like everything is so fast. The game says, "Oh yeah, we're gonna slow you down. You're gonna have to spend a lot of time dealing with wind." Nah, no one has time for that.
no. And there's something too that's
Okay, I guess these runners have time for blocks, but
no, not Fork. Ooh, the gamble.
Ooh,
The gamble
going for
pays off there.
blockless.
Wow, the blockless.
The backup blockless. That's
Jeez.
supposed to be the opposite of the backup strat. Ooh, Spirity going for a blockless and it didn't quite pan out. Gotta hand it to him though.
Nice
It's a
attempt
great
there,
strat
yeah.
to see. It was very unfortunate to see his first sort of auto-scroller skip attempt. It was very close and he just got messed up by like a pixel pretty much.
Yeah, it really shows how precise a lot of these strats are. And then these guys just executing them, they make it look very easy, but it's not easy, is what I'm trying to say.
Can confirm. I've definitely messed around with some of these strats and not even tried some of them. It's a lot of difficult stuff going on in these runs.
And Fork,
Oop,
the first one to
save.
cliff face here with a really nice ridge he's putting together.
Oh my gosh, we're already going for blockless? No.
Nice movement there, though. And this wind here on Fork's screen, it looks like it's blowing really hard, but... Ooh, taking a snowball to the face there.
Ooh, yep.
These runners will,
Happens.
they make it look like there's not a whole lot of wind blowing at all sometimes.
Let me tell you, casually playing these rooms, if you are just trying to walk forward, you are crawling. You
Yeah.
do not move.
Yeah, that's true. If you just literally are walking, it's actually a crawl.
It's just like amazing the level of optimization this game has that you're going the same speed, if not even faster, through wind, when it seems like it should be slowing you the heck down.
Very clean 3-minute ridge for Fork as Spirity finishing up now.
Ooh, nice ultra there to reach that bubble. That is not an easy strat. Not the version of the strat I've really seen either.
We got to give this round to MetallicSaladFork, but GG to both runners.
Absolutely. Great movement, both sides. Just a couple of rough deaths, especially in the first auto-scroller for Spirity. So what do we see in here, Majama?
We got a 302 for Fork and a 321 for Spirity, so a nice 20-second, grab 20 seconds there, Fork did, as we head into Mirror Temple.
Yep. Deficit of 40 seconds.
Both with 16
Mirror-
deaths, strangely enough.
Yeah, quite interesting.
Okay,
I'm
when you...
assuming we're going to see 5B out of both these runners.
Oh,
This
yeah.
level, everyone does 5B.
Oh yeah, I'd be surprised to see a 5A. But both runners, if you guys, when you get to 5B, just go ahead and jump right into 5B. We won't do a separate countdown for 5B, just FYI. So, okay, guys, here we go. Let's get into Mirror Temple in 3, 2, 1, go.
So anyways, let's talk a little bit about why these runners are going to be going to the B side. So yeah, in Celeste, there's like hidden collectibles that are the B sides, and they're like harder levels, but in some instances they are shorter, just because they're like more challenging, I guess. And you can actually complete the B side, and it'll count progression-wise as if you beat the A side. So you can, if it ends up being faster to go get the tape and then complete a whole nother level rather than just completing the A side, that works, and you can do that.
Yeah, so there's 2 levels in which that's the case, and this is one. 5B is faster than 5A, and the other is 6B.
Thing with 6B is that it is very difficult and it's much more punishing. So you'll find many runners don't go for 6B up until like very high levels.
Yeah, it only saves time if you're really, really fast at it. And Fork with the tape grab at about 1:15. Spirity had some trouble, and let's see how long it takes him to get to the tape.
And small optimizations you'll see in the tape room, runners trying to dash as much as possible, because weirdly enough, basically the music track keeps going even though when you dash you freeze the game for 3 frames.
Really?
So each dash that you do actually saves you 3 frames in a music block room.
I didn't know that.
At the very least, if you have to wait around for a cycle.
Oh, Fork
That's
here.
why.
Sorry to interrupt. Fork went for Bub's drop and missed. And what he did is a lot of runners opt to exit the stage, return to map, and then you can spawn at the checkpoint right by Bub's drop. He gets it second try, really nicely done. But that's you have a decision to make. You can either return to map and try again, or you can continue on with the intended route.
So Bub's drop saves. Was it 20 to 30 seconds, and each attempt costs 10 seconds. So you're looking at, was it second to third try breaks even?
Yep.
One of those. I forget what exactly the number is, but
Spirity
if
now
you can
on
get
his
it
third
more
try.
than 50% of the time, you can definitely warrant going for it.
Oof, Spirity cannot get this Bub's drop, and it's a really, really tight window, small window of success here, and very, very difficult trick to pull off. Okay,
Yep.
he
And at a
opts to
certain
just,
point,
exactly
just
right. You gotta, at a
take
certain point, you
loss.
gotta just say, you know, I'm not gonna hit it, and I'm just gonna go for the this bubble gauntlet room. Oh wow, I didn't know you could skip all those. That's cool. I learned something today.
That's one more than I thought you, or one more than I've seen skipped before, I should say. Makes sense that that's skippable. But yeah, 5B, you're gonna see a lot of really cool strats.
Yeah, Fork
Ben,
having
if
a
I
really
do that.
nice 5B, and he's
The-
already all the way to the Theo section here.
The Seekers of the Theo section is what I was thinking about.
Oh yeah, so cool to see this done at high levels. So these Seekers, just to explain a little bit about what they do, is they're kind of like, well, I mean, they seek. They're kind of like homing missiles. Their movement is based on where you are, and they.
Man, that gauntlet was so clean.
Oh my god,
Well played by
super
Fork
clean.
there.
Yep.
Sorry, but yeah, so Seekers, they home in on you, and if you bounce off their heads, they give you a bounce and refresh your jump. Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Unfortunate death there.
Yeah.
Always gotta be careful at the end of that room. Try to make sure that you don't grab Theo. It can kill you, as you just saw.
Wow. Really, really fast Temple B for Fork. Turning on the afterburners. Super clean 236. Spirity now, knowing that every second that passes is a second against him.
It's really unfortunate that just one trick can rob you of so much time.
Yeah, and that's
Because-
the speedrunners, like it's like a constant struggle going on in the mind of speedrunners, where you know that you have a fast strat and you know that you can do it, but maybe you missed it the first or second try, and then you have a decision to make. Am I going to try this the third time, or am I going to go to the backup strat? Or it's just like a constant struggle. And of course, in hindsight, okay, maybe I could have just abandoned that after the first failure, but you know, you don't know that at the time, right? So it's oh, don't forget
Yeah, you
Theo.
don't- Also, decisions right there of, is it worth my time to try and back up the strat I'm doing right now versus go back and do what I know?
Right.
It's like,
And it
you
goes
don't
back to what we were
necessarily
saying
know.
about, you know, you may be only practicing the fast strats. So, yeah, it may be easier
how
just to try again.
How much time is it going to cost with you having to improv compared to how much time for you to just reset and get back to where you were?
Okay, Spirity
Last room were always
is
nice
through.
to see.
Nicely done. Let's open up those journals. Lil K, what do we see?
Yeah, we saw a nice quick 430 from SaladFork, bringing him to a 16-18.
Spirity ready to go.
Spirity
Let's go.
on the postcard screen.
Let's get to the postcard screen. Okay, we are ready for what stage is this?
Reflection.
Reflection.
Chapter 6.
Ready for reflection. Here we go. Reflection beginning in 3, 2, 1, go. Spirity speed running that journal.
Yeah, understandable.
Oh yeah.
And both runners straight into chapter 6. Gonna be interesting. It's gonna be a minute in before we see whether the routes are the same.
Yeah, so as we mentioned in previously, this is another stage where you can diverge from 6A to 6B. If you run 6B really fast, it's worth it, but I'm not sure what these runners do. We're going to have to wait and see.
I'm gonna predict 2 A sides, but again, who knows really? Like, that's a very personal choice when you get to this high level. Just which one have you practiced more, which are you more comfortable with?
Yeah.
And we can see that Fork is going A side.
That's a cool little trick there, where you kind of use that Kevin block to yeet yourself into this falling block that normally you would have to wait for it to fall out of the way, but you can get there early. Let's see if Spirity does it too. Yep, get there early, get it out of the way. Really cool looking. I love that strat.
Yeah. Overall, just very good use of the Kevin blocks and using their momentum to just yeet you. I can't put it any better way.
That's it. It's a yeet, and that's what I was mentioning in the first race. How any kind of moving block, kind of exponentially launches you. So you're going to see, obviously that's fast, so you're going to see a lot of the runners using that to their advantage. There's also a couple different routes you can take. I think both runners here are taking the top route, but there are a lot of runners who prefer a different route.
So far, they've taken about the same route. There's only really one spot. It's the last choice that you get that is really people go one way or the other. It looks like they're both going top here.
Yep.
And suddenly they're in the same room. Fork had a couple of deaths in that room, and Spirity's about caught up now. Very nice squeeze under right there. Skipping the feather there is interesting.
Yeah, I like that too. Actually, both players talking to Granny at 237, so this is a dead heat right now.
Yep. And then we see what route they both go for. Fork plays it safe, and same with Spirity, grabbing this checkpoint.
Ooh.
Not going for the triple shortcut thing.
Fork taking a death there. This underwater spiky bit is deceptively tricky.
Yeah,
especially when you're trying to do it very fast.
Very easy to feel like, oh, I shouldn't ever die to that.
Yep.
And then you do because you're careless and you're trying to go fast.
Big yeet into the battle and fight here.
Both players getting full yeet.
Very nice.
Full battle and boost, we should say. That one actually has a name. Yeet is a reserved term in 5A. It is not Depth's Corner boost, it is Yeet. I will fight anyone on that. Or Depth's Corner Yeet. I will accept that also.
Wow, really quick stuff here.
Battle and fight, it's great, yeah.
And it happens so fast, but you might see these runners taking intentional deaths by just pausing and hitting retry. The reason they do that is it's almost like chess, you know, they're thinking moves ahead. They already know that they can't do what they need to do. and instead of falling into a spike or whatever, you know, they're taking the intentional death because it's faster.
Yeah. Also, a fun fact that I learned from one of these Moonberry Cups in the past: if you press the confirm button while you are dying, whether that's a retry or falling into a spike, if you press A during your death, the screen fades out to black earlier.
Yeah, it's slightly faster, right? Yeah, I heard that too.
You can save like nearly a second per death. That can end up being like almost a minute over the course of one of these runs.
I still don't do that. I probably should just get used to spamming.
Trust me, playing the D sides, you learn to do that. You die a lot.
D sides. Hey, Balancer, welcome in, man.
I'm like, hey, what's up, hello?
Back to the race, we can see both of our heroes on the second half of the race now, or the second half of the Battling fight, where Battling starts throwing rocks all around because she's mad.
Yeah, she's gone full Super Saiyan.
I was gonna try to come up with some BS story, but nah, that's basically the story.
That's it. Ooh, death there for MetallicSaladFork. What's up, Chocolate Orange?
I'm like, hey, what's up, and Spirity here on the last ring of this section. Looks like some good times gonna be made up here.
Hey, Fork, if you could, I got some people in chat asking, what is a D-side? No, seriously.
Yeah. So, the D-sides are a level pack made by Monica, and they are just extra hard levels for the masochists out here who enjoy playing this game to an absurd degree of precision.
Yeah, if you guys aren't familiar, or if you're only familiar with the base game, there's a big community of custom maps or mods, and it's really, really cool. You can check out my YouTube or my Discord. I have a video for how to set up the mods and how to start playing modded levels if you're into that stuff. They're not all super challenging. Some are just really unique and interesting. Both players through reflection now. Let's take a look at those journals. Spirity is giving us like an eye exam here. I saw a 2, I saw a 4.
2, 4, another 4, and a 1,
Another
something
4.
like that, maybe in that order.
Fork at a 2256. Give me just a quick flash here, Spirity. That's all I need. I'm ready. I am ready to see this.
I think it was a 2241, if I saw it right. So it's only like 15 seconds.
2241.
Yeah.
Oh wow, yeah, this is very close.
It could be a lot worse. Yeah, that was.
Go ahead, Fork. Go ahead, jump in. We're not counting down.
Right,
we gotta keep up with Spirity here. You're good.
Right,
no, you're good. Go ahead. You're good.
He thought he had one more screen.
Oh, okay.
All right, go for it.
Yeah, just jump in whenever you're ready, man. No worries. No worries. Yeah, there's no postcard screen on the.
Go for it, Spirit. Yeah. Okay.
No postcard screen on Summit.
Stream delay.
Okay, so this is I think affectionately known as 0 meters. I don't think it's officially called 0 meter, but maybe.
0 meter, yeah. The official checkpoint name is Start because that's the first checkpoint in every level, but it's 0 meters because every other checkpoint is 500, 1,000 meters, etc. And yeah, so here you really get to see the perks of having 2 dashes.
Yeah, this is the first opportunity for both players to use 2 dashes, first and only. And yeah, they do some really fast stuff with those 2 dashes.
I'm sorry, whenever I stall with commentary, there's so many strats here to absorb and just a lot of really cool gameplay to watch.
Yeah, no, it's really tough to commentate because of the speed that we're seeing. It's tough to explain anything that's going on because by the time you start, it's already over. But we can see MetallicSaladFork at about 1:26, hitting that purple orb into 1,000 meters, and we'll see what Spirity hits his orb at. Looks like it's probably gonna be about the same.
Looking really close. Yep, 24.
Yeah, it's 25. So we got
seconds.
one or 2 seconds. Yep. exclamation point Moon, guys. If anybody is interested in joining the Moonberry Cup, this is an any percent speed running event open to pretty much everyone. We only ask that you have your a personal best time of around an hour. We have, I think, almost 60 members now, and pretty much everyone has a race now. So we're going to be getting into the second matchups as we hopefully everyone still wants to race and we keep this thing going.
And once again, thank you, Majama, for organizing all of this and getting us all together to play this awesome game.
Of course, man.
Done quickly.
Of course. Thank you, Palm Top. And Purple Orb Touch there at 2:14 for Spirity into 1,500 meters.
Yeah, this section, honestly, this is a very nice section to watch. It takes a lot of practice to get good at this section, but just look at Fork's screen for the past 20 seconds.
Yeah.
Or look at Spirity's
screen now. Yeah, it's so cool. I'm a big fan of this section, and it's really mind-blowing compared to just a casual play, but it's really impressive too once you start speed running and you see what these guys are doing and making it look so easy.
It's really a big difference how enjoyable it is after you figured out cycles versus when you're doing it casually and you're dying to the same thing over and over.
Yeah, that's very true. And okay, I think Fork has a slight lead here, touching that purple orb at 3:17. Spirity a little bit ahead, I think.
Spirity, yeah.
Yep. A few seconds.
I think this is gonna be really close. It's basically gonna come down to if either of them makes a big mistake, that could be it. But
yeah, you're exactly right, because it was only, what, 10 seconds coming into this?
yeah, somewhere in the 10 to 15 second range. So, you know, it is a combination of how well they're playing that could definitely make it up, or if any major mistakes end up happening.
Yeah, this is actually an insanely close race, you guys.
Ooh. A little bit unfortunate there.
Yep.
On Spirity's screen. So.
Fork taking a death there too. But
both of them pretty early into the screen.
yeah, not huge time losses on either one of those guys.
Seriously, like, my breath is held right now because
Yeah, this is insane. I'm just really enjoying watching both these guys.
very tense here. We need to make sure you guys are aware of this by telling and not showing as good storytellers do.
Oof. Spirity feeling the pressure a little bit.
2 minute. Shh. Eric J. Math, don't call me out like that. It's like a minute difference. I believe I didn't see the or it's hard to. Yeah, okay, it's a minute, 2 minute difference actually, and we were bad at noticing the minute time, I think. But regardless, definitely very good play from both runners here.
Yeah, really fast stuff. Fork, a couple of mistakes there. Not huge time losses, but allowing Spirity to close the gap a little bit here. Let's see what the time is when Fork hits this purple orb at the top of the screen.
Orb. Not quite the right orb there, though.
Here we go. Right at 29 minutes. Fork hitting that orb into 3,000 meters. The final climb. Yo, Quad Laser, what's up? Pixel Noise, I don't know where to look. Us too, man. Us too. Honestly.
For sure. Again, the level of gameplay on both of these screens is amazing.
Yeah, you can
Gotta
see on
hand it to
Forks,
both runners.
Forks into what's called the downdraft section. This is where you can see those white lines are coming from top to bottom, and normally it's pushing you. It's making every jump. This is the first time in the game that you've had a downdraft, and all the jumps you've done up till now have trained you to think that you behave a certain way, and now with this downdraft and updraft, it changes every move you make. So with these guys, you're not going to see a big difference, but casually, it's difficult.
Yeah, it's honestly crazy how well optimized these sections are. It looks like it's completely normal, but it plays completely different.
And I also just want to take a second and encourage anyone who's maybe a fan of platformers, or maybe you played Celeste casually and you maybe have considered speedrunning it. It's a very accessible game to speedrun, and I don't want you to watch these guys and think, well, this is insane, I'll never be able to do this. These are some of the fastest Celeste speedrunners on the planet, and there's plenty of fun to be had, even if your best time is an hour and a half and you're trying to make it an hour. You know, this is such a beautiful game to run at all skill levels. So I want to encourage anyone who's thought about speedrunning it to do it.
Honestly, yeah, just go through the game. Maybe if this stuff looks cool to you, learn some of the basic tech and be like, all right, hypers seem really cool, and I'm just gonna hyper around everywhere. And then you're gonna die 3,000 times because you have trouble controlling it, and then you understand how it works better, and yeah, you get better.
That's it.
Or you just enjoy the game. It's a really fun game. You want to keep replaying it, and you just play it over and over, and you get better. You die less. You get faster.
Fork on a unbelievable pace here, just absolutely smashing Summit.
This is a really good run.
This is going to be a sub-9 Summit.
Keep in mind, Fork's PB is a 31:54, and that right there was
Wow,
31:55.
Fork.
I didn't realize it was that close to PB. Wow.
Fork going off for the Moonberry Cup. Oh my god, that is insane.
Very, very good run there.
GG's, guys. Let's send all our love and all the energy to Spirity as he finishes up here. Not too far behind here. And there it is. Spirity with a 916 Summit. And a 3401.
3401.
Wow. So it's 6 seconds?
That is 2 minutes and 6 seconds.
34. Oh, sorry. 3401.
Yeah.
Okay. GG. Wow. Thank you so much,
But
guys.
GG,
What a race.
yeah. Well played by both runners. Crazy performance there by Fork, almost
Yeah,
PB in the
geez.
middle of the
Fork
race.
a second off of a PB. That's
Just